or at the Seattle Seahawks get a flurry of good news as we are just kind of wrapping up this off season, this training camp. I know we got a couple more weeks, but we're getting there. If you're new to the channel, we are Detroit Lions fans, but this channel is fully dedicated to teams that get overlooked by the national media, and we feel that with the Seattle Seahawks and think you're going to have a really good year. Love what you've done this off season. All right, good news number one. This comes by the way of the coordinators talking, offensive, defensive, and special teams coordinators. And one of the things I think you can look at it both ways. I think it is a positive, is that there's competition at the right guard and the center spot. We know that ultimately the offense comes down to the offensive line, especially for the Seattle Seahawks. Got the quarterback, got weapons, but last year just couldn't run the ball consistently. The interior of your offensive line was a struggle. Here's what I love is that you've got two guys. Centers have to be the smartest guys. We have two really smart centers, Jalen and Olu. Now, I'm a big Michigan fan, so Olatimi, great center. I still don't quite understand it because he was an awesome center, the best center in college football for the best team on the best offensive line, still went in the 5th round, still hasn't started and pulled away. So I love that you have two guys. And so what's going to happen here is one guy's going to win the job, and then you have a good backup center. Same with the right guard position. I think this is just making them better. This call it out, two guys are competing. You don't say, well, I don't know, or we're working on it. It's like these are the two guys that are going for it in center. These are the two guys at right guard. I love that. I think it's only going to push those guys, and then whoever doesn't win it, then you've got depth. Because there will be injuries, and now you've got a center position. That center can also play guards. You can have a right guard that could switch over to left guard. You've got the interior offensive line depth that you were hoping for, and that's good news number two is, I don't know if you saw this, but in the preseason game, Gray Zabel, 11 pass blocking snaps, 0 pressures allowed. And it's like, there we go. And this is why, and I think this gets overlooked, when you add by the way, let me know in the comments when you became a Seattle Seahawks fan, or what made you become a fan. Was it your dad watching it in the living room? Was it a certain player? Did you go to a game? How did you become a fan of the Seattle Seahawks? Let me know in the comments. Okay. You had interior offensive line is what you really needed. Then you draft one guy, and it's like, that doesn't really. But what happens is, boom, plug and play him immediately. Now that guy that was there can be depth piece, or maybe he goes to right. So right guard. My point in saying this is that when you draft just this one player, it actually impacts the offensive line more than we think. Guys can shift around. The guy that was a starter is now the depth piece. There's more to it than just, we got one guy. We need 3 new guys in the offensive line. I don't think you did. That's good news number 2. Offensive line. Okay, offensive line, love it. Now, the other good news is I love the way that your defensive coordinator said this. Star caliber depth is creating a competitive defense. He said, look, you can ask me about the D-line. We got D-Law, D-Hall, Bowie, Chen. We got all these guys. DeMarcus Lawrence, though, and that's who you saw in the thumbnail, where you're like, okay, let's not forget about who we've added this offseason, who we have, and that what if our offensive line comes around, then our defensive line is as good as we'd hoped it would be. We know already a known thing is our secondary, fast, physical. We add another guy to the secondary. The defense is going to be really good, and now the offense should be good because of the defensive because of the offensive line changes. So the Seattle Seahawks go from a team that had a couple question marks, still was this close to the playoffs. You've gotten better. I know, and I think you go around the league and all 32 teams think that they've gotten better. And this is why football's so popular, because it's like you could absolutely make the case that every team has gotten better. But if you're just asking me as an outsider and you look at it, how did they not get better when you talk about Sam Darnold? Jalen Milroe is going to be your backup. Who, it's like, what's that ceiling look like? Cooper Kupp, Torrey Horton. there's things. And I love the trade away of DK Metcalf. Love that. Talked about that a lot on here. Just like, love you, man, but it just didn't work. We got a good pick for you. Wish you the best. Don't hate you, but glad you're gone. I think I can say that. I think I can say I'm glad you're gone. Okay. Let's look at this now, because you take that over and you look at the Seahawks schedule, and it's easy to get excited. It is basically where it's at. It's easy to get excited. You go San Francisco at home. Let's go. Pittsburgh sucks. I mean, come on. New Orleans, brutal. Arizona, that's the team in your division. It's like, I got to beat you. Tampa, fine. Jacksonville, Houston, fine. But that's 4 games out of your first 4 games out of the first 7 that are just manageable. So you go 4-3 out of this, and you'd be feeling okay. So I think the Seahawks are a team that you got to be taken seriously. Sam Darnold, being in the division with him last year when he was with the Vikings. I mean, the Lions beat up on the Vikings, so that was nice. But he is just a big, strong dude that can move a little bit, makes throws, going down the field. You've got the players to make it happen. So it's all good. Now, okay, look at this. Come away from the bye. And again, Arizona again, Tennessee, not afraid of you. Atlanta, I don't know. Indianapolis, Carolina. I guess what I'm saying is, out of your schedule, you've got 6 games that are, again, could be a lot harder, not that hard. I think you got to be excited about it, about this team, what you're doing, schedules, the whole thing. So let me know your thoughts in the comments. Make sure you subscribe if you haven't already. If you're new, again, we do 4, 5, 6 teams on this channel, and then you can find us talking about the Seattle Seahawks a lot. So if you're a Seattle Seahawks fan, definitely subscribe. Okay, one other thing here. I thought this was just a great question. The 3 Seattle Seahawks I'm most excited to watch this year. Yeah, Jalen Milroe, for sure, right? And they're talking preseason, just kind of seeing him out there. But yeah, Jalen Milroe, and Monwari is just, come on. What a steal. What a steal that is. I love that. All right. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Make sure you subscribe, and we'll see all of you on the next one.